$51,000 Overlanding Toyota Tacoma
versus $45,000 Overlanding Toyota Tacoma.
Does more expensive really mean more better?
Let's find out. Big thanks to eBay Motors for sponsoring today's video.
Oh, whoa. Dude, I got a dud.
No one noticed, Aaron. Everyone gave it all this season, from teams to everyone you don't see behind the cameras. And honestly, it would have been even harder without the support of eBay Motors and their commitment to making a secure automotive marketplace for car boys and girls like us.
On this season of HiLo, we've gotten to do a lot of cutting and welding, which honestly, I've really enjoyed.
I liked blowing up the tire in the first episode.
I liked working on cars with my friends.
Oh, sweet genius! No!
And I liked watching Nolan kick a stool across the shop as he was holding back tears because he was flashing back to high school geometry. Whoa, Nolan, what the? And with features like eBay's proprietary fitment, which matches parts to your specific vehicle, the ability to send out licensed, trained inspectors to validate your vehicle, and let's not forget about that sweet, sweet money-back guarantee, eBay Motors has got what you need. Find out for yourself by clicking the link below or download the eBay Motors app today. Let's get dirty with these trucks.
We bought two nearly identical Toyota Tacomas, and we've been modifying them to be fun daily drivers that you can take literally anywhere.
Even to the top of a freaking mountain.
Which we did.
One truck gets the expensive parts and one truck gets the cheap parts.
Then we test these trucks to see which components are worth spending your hard-earned money on.
We've been building these things for the past 4 weeks and they're finally done. So now we're gonna dive into each and every component and tell you where it's worth it to spend the extra cash or where you're better off saving your hard-earned money for like a house. Yeah. Probably should buy a house before you build this stupid thing.
You could live in this. On our journey into the wild, we want to test our rigs in 3 distinct but equally important facets of outdoors travel.
First, we want to see how these tacos fare as general road trippers. How do they handle the long stints on the highway? What do they like to camp out of?
Second, we want to test their general overlanding abilities on the famous Imogene Pass. How do these trucks like long journeys over a variety of terrain at 13,000 feet?
13,000 feet! And third, the ultimate off-road test, crawling over big-ass rocks on the harrowing Poughkeepsie Trail, culminating in the world-famous obstacle, the wall.
But before we jump into our road trip, let's recap all the modifications we made to our stock first-gen Tacomas here at the Inglewood Propulsion Laboratory.
We kicked off both builds with a suspension upgrade.
I really don't advise you do this at home.
High Truck got a $3,200 Icon suspension kit,
while Low Truck got a $700 kit from Bilstein. Both trucks gained 3 inches of clearance as advertised by both kits. However, 3 inches of lift didn't make a huge difference to our approach and departure angles.
Whoa! Also, we've added a lot of heavy parts to High Truck since this episode. We realized we should have opted for the higher rated springs from Icon. They could have counteracted some of the weight that was to come. The Icons really just absorbed and handled the trail better than the Bilsteins. I think we all agree on that.
That's true, James, but bang for your buck though, $700 for those Bilsteins is a great value. You won't regret saving the money.
Yeah, I would put them on my truck for sure.
Yeah, much better.
Once we had gained a little more room under the fenders, we could throw in some bigger and grippier tires.
Yours sounds like
Low Team went with a set of $800 Kenda Clever all-terrain tires.
Well, High Truck spent almost double that, $1,500 on a set of Nitto Ridge Grappler all-terrains.
We opted for all-terrains because, again, we're making daily drivers that you can take off-road. We also got some mean-looking wheels.
High Truck got a set of KMC beadlock wheels at just over $2,000 for a set of 5.
And Low Truck got a set of Vision wheels for $500 total.
We're gonna use this torch to inflate this tire.
At our test site, both tires performed almost identically. But when it came down to the trip, driving on the highway and off-road, they also performed almost identically.
Through all our testing, the trucks were getting quite a beating, so we gave them a suit of armor.
Hi Team bought rock sliders, skid plates, a rear bumper kit, and a front bumper costing $4,000.
While we on Low Team bought about $800 worth of steel pipe and sheet metal.
This is my design. Just took a picture of the truck and used markup on the iPhone. It's pretty bad, but I'll grind it down.
In the end, Low Team wasn't able to get all the armor we wanted installed. If you're able to get the tools, I think installing DIY armor on an off-road is an awesome beginner project, and the fun and experience is worth some of the headaches you might face, like basic geometry.
After testing, we decided front bumper and rock sliders, go for the DIY. For skid plates, pre-cut kits don't cost that much more than metal, so you could go either way. And for the rear bumper, it just really depends on how complex of a setup that you want.
In all, Low Truck doesn't have nearly the same protection that High Truck does, but boy does High Truck weigh a lot.
A lot more.
Oh!
After the armor, it was time to address the elephant in the room. The main thing holding us back throughout all of our testing. You guys were in the comments screaming about it. So we got ourselves some lock-in diffs. Hi Team got the full Monty setup, front and rear ARB air lockers, which are only $1,000 each. But once you add in the manifold and the compressor and the installation kits, you're gonna end up spending $4,000. $4,000.
Low Truck went the simpler and cheaper route of swapping in a factory electronic locker, which runs about $800 depending on how you source it.
Now this might have been the biggest disparity in installation of this entire series.
Low Team was done in one day, while it took High Team 3 very long days to get everything buttoned up.
5th try is gonna be the charm.
7th tries the charm, baby.
7 tries a charm.
23rd try is the charm. It's 3:30 in the morning and I'm still here.
Honestly, I think that it was worth it. The air lockers engage much easier. We have a built-in compressor now so we can air up our tires after we get off the trail. Very convenient. And when both lockers are engaged, it just climbs. It feels like it's walking on its hands. It's like a zombie coming out of a grave.
Do whatever you can do to make sure you have a locker on your rig. If that means you have to go the cheaper swap like Low Team, then that'll do just fine. It's like the bare minimum thing that I would have on an off-road vehicle.
The air lockers are better, but if it's between waiting a year to save up the money or getting an e-locker this weekend, get the cheaper option because a locker is gonna open the door to a lot more trails, and that's where you wanna be.
Well said, James. After the lockers, it was time to throw on some recovery gear.
Racks on racks on racks on racks.
Beyond traction boards and recovery straps, we wanted to see how necessary a winch really is.
High Truck got a $1,200 Warn winch.
While Low Team was left with a very basic $80 come-along. During our test, the come-along was able to recover Low Truck. However, the amount of labor and setup required for the come-along made it clear that investing in a winch is very much worth it.
After the winch, we got to install in some sick lights because we're scared of the dark.
Oh God. Oh God.
That's right, Low Truck got a generic $90 LED light bar kit.
And High Truck got a KC Highlights Pro Gravity light bar and a pair of G6 daylighters, adding up to $2,000.
How about this?
Ah!
Yes, it is. The installation was pretty easy for both teams, especially since High Team already had a switch panel installed for their air lockers.
Yeah, we took both trucks out to the desert at night, even though it was scary, and the $90 LEDs performed surprisingly well.
Yeah, they had good coverage and spread. High Team's lights definitely were brighter and had further throw, but maybe the biggest difference was the quality and the color of the lights themselves.
Yeah, everything felt more real with the KCs, and the light temperature was vastly superior.
That's right. Ultimately, the super cool and iconic look of the KCs won us both over, and we agreed that the expensive lights were definitely worth the price tag. Although I'll say there was a lot of debate in the comments whether that was true. I stand by it though.
Finally, the last mod before hitting the road were our rooftop tents. High team got a $2,500 iCamper 2.
While low team went with the $900 Smitty build.
Cheaper parts are so much cuter names.
That's right.
Come along, Smitty Bill.
Hey, Micah, check a 1, 2.
Both installed relatively easily and performed great on our road trip. While the iCamper had more room and just an overall better attention to detail, we both think it's worth it to just save the cash and go with a cheaper tent like the Smitty build.
I'm really looking forward to taking out low truck and going camping in that thing because it'll be fun. Finally, with both trucks completely decked out, it's time to pack it up and hit the road.
The road is where we live. We belong on the road. We began our trip with a 450-mile drive to our halfway point in St. George, Utah. It's named after a guy who killed a dragon. On the road, it was immediately apparent that these trucks were very different from their stock form.
When we bought them, the Tacomas weighed around 3,800 pounds. With all of our mods, low truck now weighs 4,275 pounds, almost 500 pounds more.
And high truck weighs 5,100 pounds. That's 1,300 pounds more. That's only with the mods. That doesn't even include people or all the stuff that we had in the back.
We went ahead and measured miles per gallon while we were on the road. Low truck averaged 14.68 mpg.
Well, high truck averaged a surprising 13.4.
Not bad.
The stock, these trucks are rated to get 18 miles per gallon on the highway, so we definitely lost some mpgs. The high truck is so heavy. First time we drove high truck with all the stuff on it, I rolled right through a red light. Once we were in Utah, we quickly stopped on some public land, set up camp, and did our best to sleep through a very, very hot night in the desert, mere inches away from my friend.
First night in the old Smitty built rooftop. I feel like
I feel great. I went to sleep hours after you. I feel amazing.
I think I got like 1 hour of sleep last night combined.
In the morning, we packed up and hit the road again. Next stop, Telluride, Colorado, a scamped 400 miles away.
We weren't in Southern California anymore, boy, and the view's stunning. It's like Lord of the Rings.
Wow, look at these mountains.
We arrived just around sunset and set up camp. We actually tried to shoot a segment for the tents episode and did, basically.
Yeah.
But we were running out of light and wanted to kill each other by this point.
Nolan's attitude was not great.
I was powering through. I was like, hey, man, we gotta get this done. I did feel like I was gonna die, though.
Yes.
Because Nolan's a baby, we gave up.
It was the altitude, James. It was the altitude.
So we gave up on the shoot and tried to get as much rest as we could because the following morning, the real test began.
Imogene Pass is a 17.5-mile point-to-point trail connecting the towns of Telluride and Ouray.
I think the focus of today is don't fall off a cliff.
Yes.
Any cliff.
this is considered a moderate trail. You'll definitely need four-wheel drive and a decent amount of clearance to even be comfortable on this trail.
I think for many overlanding enthusiasts, this is as intense of a trail as they'll ever face. I'm a little nervous. Our truck is very heavy. He's just a little guy, and we put a lot of weight on him. We're airing down the tires. We got our recovery gear. We got a winch. We got lockers. As far as driver's skill goes, second to none in the world, probably. And Zach and I, we got this. We're pretty much the best behind any wheel. So our objective at Imogene was to see how the trucks compared in a standard overlanding environment.
Which incidentally was full of Jeeps.
Full. We are officially overlanding both trucks on trail. We got load truck leading the way. We're bringing up the rear.
The summit of this trail, Aaron, is a little over 13,000 feet. Sick. That's very high up. I hope I don't get a headache.
The strangers are super nice. Yeah. Your guys are all in this together. You're trying to make sure that everyone on the mountain is having a good time and staying safe.
Yeah, because like you gotta be polite, otherwise you're gonna fall off of a cliff face, basically.
Yeah. If you want to see the best in humanity, go to the side of a mountain.
We got a car coming back. It's that Lexus with the sick push bar.
We've been learning. There's a little bit of etiquette to this. We've been letting whoever's on cliffside pass us. So a lot of this is very narrow. It's one lane. There is no passing. Whoever's got the better option will back up to the nearest kind of double wide area where they can pull off and let the person who's got the more treacherous drive pass them.
Within a few miles, it's apparent why people love overlanding. The views were insane. It totally justified all the money dumped in the trucks, all the time taken off work to take the trip. I get why people do this. After we finally made it to the top, we had the chance to finally soak it all in. Just a group of friends on the top of a mountain.
After taking some shots for the gram, it was time to start our descent.
Well, we peaked. We're on.
It's all downhill from here, you know, quite figuratively and literally. Oh my,
we're peaking.
No, dude.
Oh,
what is that?
I don't
Is that
know.
a gopher? Oh, hey, cute boy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you cute boy. Oh, bye, boy.
So far, honestly, the truck is feeling super good, but it's not been gnarly enough to like need to engage our lockers. I could see maybe if it was wet, if it had just rained, but we've got great dry conditions and it's been pretty easy going.
I really love load truck. I think I could take it home right now and be super happy with this as a daily driver. There's not a lot that I envy about high truck, to be completely honest, besides those air lockers. Like, this is just a super solid truck. And I gotta say, this trip has been really fun, and I'm just happy to be here. Which modification would you say is the least critical that we've made so far?
Gonna have to say recovery gear.
It's a bold pick, but that's because we haven't had to use it yet.
Correct. We have not had to use it, and tomorrow I might be eating
Totally
those.
wrong.
Yeah. Eating my words.
Yeah. We'll know if the editors play that line in black and white.
All in all, Imogene was a really great way to get warmed up, and neither truck seemed to outperform the other. However, the differences would begin to show themselves on the trail we faced the following morning.
We rolling out? Roll out like Ludacris. That was a dumb joke.
That's okay, man. All that matters is if you think it's funny.
I'm so tired.
Let's do it.
Here come the crawl daddies.
Crawl daddies crawling. The Gypsy Gulch was immediately a more challenging trail.
Whoa! Where'd that come from?
The rocks were bigger, the trail more narrow, and the terrain more rugged.
Right off the bat, just straight into the crap.
So we've aired down the tires to 15 PSI. Aaron, you've already turned on the e-locker. Yeah, already getting kind of serious. This would already give Eddie's lifted Miata some trouble right here, I think. So that's kind of the benchmark.
Gypsy Gulch is a 6.5-mile difficult trail connecting Ouray to Silverton. You definitely need good tires, you need high clearance, lockers, and you probably want a winch. This is not an easy trail.
There were tons of signs warning us not to go any further. Basically, you can't get an ambulance beyond this point.
How'd you feel at that point?
I don't know, as a heart patient, I was a little bit like, I don't know, I kind of like having ambulances around. At this point, we were feeling pretty good about our trucks.
We're learning. We're turning into real professionals.
Imogene had served as a nice confidence booster. So while Gypsy is definitely a harder trail, for the first half, we felt like we knew what we were doing.
Crawl daddies crawl. This is what we do.
Oh, nicely done, Aaron. That was awesome.
Just a little momentum, right?
That was so smooth.
Yeah! Get that undercarriage nice and cleaned up.
Ooh, okay. Oh.
Then we came to a fork in the road, and this is where the real off-roading began.
We're literally at a fork in the road. You can choose the easier path, or you can choose the more difficult, more rewarding path.
Where are we going, James?
We're going to Reward Town.
Right here it says, experienced drivers and modified vehicles only. Extreme road ahead. Recommended, high clearance, 4-wheel drive, winch, and lockers.
Sick.
Well, we've got some of those things, Aaron.
I wonder. I've never seen a sign quite like that.
I've never seen, yeah.
I'm, to be so specific, and lockers.
Stay right. No, that's it, lost it.
As you've probably noticed, we also had a production vehicle with us. Not only was it nice for carrying our camera gear, it also gave us a chance to show off high and low trucks' traction boards. Nice.
I'm not sure if this is really the ideal situation for these, but it's probably the easiest thing to try, so we're gonna try it. Okay, make sure, yeah. The right side up. These do have a right side up and a wrong side down type thing, so luckily it says this side up. You just gotta read it. Okay, let's give this a shot. Woo, woohoo! All right, okay, whatever. Run over them, yeah.
That was pretty amazing. Shortly after the fork, Low Truck tried to take a challenging line and ended up getting just a little bit stuck.
Low Truck is beached on what appears to be a very large boulder. For a second, we had a little bit of a tip scare.
Yeah.
We can try. All right, we're gonna try again, just a different route over this rock.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So my left tire kind of aiming for that like right angle cut, and right tire just inside of that crack. I'm gonna call in the front locker, and hopefully it'll be able to pull us right out of this. Yep.
Dude, that's front locker, baby.
Front locker only.
We all continued our slow ascent until we reached the wall. This would be the ultimate obstacle.
Every modification we've made this season would be put to the test. A $21,000 build versus a $45,000 build. How would they compare?
So we made it here, the wall.
Well, we got high truck going first since it is the most equipped, most kitted out, and we got the winch. So once we're at the top, if low truck needs it, we can winch them up. We got the tools, we're gonna put them to use. Just like that. You're in low gear,
Yep.
and that was all the beans?
We're running into an unforeseen problem. We don't have enough beans.
We don't have the beans.
We don't have enough power to tow all of our crap up this hill. I'm literally putting my foot on the ground.
All right, I think it might be time to use the old winch.
I trust everyone that I'm with a lot more than I trust myself.
All right, everybody ready? Oh yeah, you wanna clear out a little? Keep it straight.
More straight?
Yeah, now a little bit left. Gas.
What's after that?
I don't
Is that a cliff?
know, maybe.
Are you dragging me off a cliff?
I mean, I don't know.
You son of a bitch, I know you've had it out for me ever since I saved you from Ohio.
Keep it coming, baby. All right, e-brake. E-brake.
Back up and give a little momentum.
Well, getting momentum is really difficult when you can't move yourself forward.
All right, is this a suggestion?
I mean, I agree, but we can't get any momentum.
All right, so the problem High Team is facing right now is that they winched all the way up, basically to the top. Very good job, very impressive. But where they stopped was right at the edge of a
Crest.
A crest, yeah. So like when it came time for James to give it the beans and get on over it, didn't really have any momentum.
Yeah, perfect, just like that, keep going.
So now Job is gonna maybe back the truck up a little bit so James can get just that little bit of momentum he needs to get over that ledge and hopefully conquer this mountain.
Okay, I think that'll work. Forward.
Go, 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 go.
Straight, straight. Okay, stop, stop, stop.
Was that the winch?
That was the whole bumper.
High Truck just broke their bumper off.
Want me to get you off that? Job, I get it.
I am at a loss for words, dude. Oh my God.
I have no idea how bad it is, but based on the amount of laughter, it's pretty bad. I just want to point out that, as we said earlier, the spotter's basically driving the car. I'm just his hands, all right?
Well, we've modified our look a bit. Might be problematic for getting everybody else up here, now that we don't really have a winch. Stop, stop, stop!
Oh!
Stop, stop, stop!
Oh!
1, 2, 3.
After we've come down from the shock of seeing that live in person, my only concern now is what the hell are we gonna do?
I thought about taking the same exact route as High Truck. I might position us over just a foot. I know that sounds like nothing, but to me, I think that's gonna be the make or break amount of space to get us a slightly easier path and less restricted way up this face right here. See if it works.
I'm doing this for the humble driver who just wants a truck that can get over some big ass rocks.
Right hand down. Ooh.
I would take this time to try to get that diff locked if it's not.
It's locked 100%. If it was welded, it wouldn't slip. But it's locked, but we're still gonna have slip.
I mean, listen, the point of a locker is to lock the wheels together. Theirs, it ain't locked.
I think this lack of oxygen is getting to everyone, right?
It really is, bro.
Okay, dude, we got this. Come on, momentum. Good, left hand, left, 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 left. Brake. F***ing tits, dude. If we don't make it up, we're gonna have to pull the recovery gear out. Go, 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 go. Oof.
They need to be careful about getting themselves sideways.
Good.
Yo, 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 yo.
Eddie, are you safe?
No.
He is, he's all right, he's all right.
No, get it, no. If we slide off, I'm not killing Eddie.
No, he's, like, you're gonna go.
It was down there.
I know, but your path in general is problematic, I think.
Well, what do you guys wanna do?
Well, I mean, you gotta go straight up it. You're trying to take him sideways.
We're taking a different route, obviously.
I know, you just can't go sideways.
Well, I understand that, but
And
you know, if we could
Your
back up.
locker is not locked. I don't know if it's off or broke or what.
That's
but
just the way the diff works, though.
Job, this diff is a bitch. And the wiring harness we got does not tell us if it's on or off.
I know, I'm telling you it's
always
off.
on. It's just hard to tell.
Well, it's off.
It's locked, Nolan, I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
I want you to come forward about a foot.
What?
Nice and easy. Good. Easy, easy. A foot. Did you unwind the wheel right now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, let's try to go forward, hard right first, and then if that doesn't work, I'll back you up.
All right.
Right,
Yeah.
left, 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 left. Brake.
We made it up under our own power way further than High Truck did.
If it wasn't locked, we wouldn't have made it half this far. Hey, you're hard on the brakes, yeah?
I'm on everything.
Hopefully there's enough grip. Gonna have to say recovery gear. Tomorrow, I might be eating my words. Nice and steady. Right hand down, right hand down. Stop. Good work, dude. I'm so pumped.
That was sick.
It worked like charm.
Yeah, it felt really crazy.
This forward a foot. Stop.
Yeah, it's just enough.
It's like every little step is a battle.
Go ahead. More. Stop.
God, I can't see shit. I'm looking at the top of a mountain over there.
Forward. Right. Left. Stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, dude. Nolan, I'm so proud of you, bro. That was awesome.
Dang, boys, you did it, and under your own power.
Nolan,
Yes.
in honor of the land, you are now the real silverback.
So, Nolan, does more expensive mean more better?
No.
I agree. I think the most important thing is to go and do it.
Yep.
In comparison to the cars that we built last season, if you're on a track, seconds, milliseconds, there's tons of people, there's eyes on you.
Yeah.
You know how well you're doing the entire time.
Yeah.
And every modification makes a huge difference. Now, I'm not saying that the mods on the trucks didn't make a big difference, but the focus should be on getting on the trail and having fun doing it.
For sure. Like, spending more money on high truck didn't make it more fun to drive necessarily. I had a blast every time we hopped in low truck. It's just fun to drive something where a car isn't meant to be, you know?
The views weren't any better from high truck. Low truck was able to do everything that high truck could do and more. The camping experience wasn't that much different.
Not that much different, no.
I think it's not about the parts.
No.
It's about the experience.
It's about getting out there with your friends and just like going on an adventure, you know? Like, I mean, I think that like off-roading is just as fun as like going to a track. You know, the
100%.
speeds are way different, but it's a different kind of fun.
And I can't emphasize enough how nice the community was. On every trail, everyone was in it together, whether it's pulling to the side of the trail to let you pass, or if you're going over a big obstacle, stopping and getting out and
Hyping
watching
you up.
you and hyping you up.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So Nolan, $6,000 worth of mods versus $35,000 worth of mods. Which truck are you going with?
Oh, low truck, no question.
I
Like, no question.
1000% agree.
Yeah. It's the best truck in the world. I love low truck so much. It's a tough call. Do I love low car or low truck more? I'm not
it's
really
not
sure.
a tough call for me at all. Low car is a piece of trash.
That's true.
And low truck is a great little brave
I love
gentleman.
it so much. The Toyota Tacoma, top 10 vehicle ever made of all time, no question.
I also want to remind everybody that we took a stock Tacoma with just an e-locker out to our test site, and it did great.
Yes.
You know, like you don't even need $6,000 worth of stuff. As long as you have a locker and four-wheel drive, maybe some wheels and tires, maybe a little bit of a lift, you can have a really fun time in a truck.
Absolutely.
And what's even cooler is everywhere that we went was public land. We're paying for this stuff with our taxes, and you just go out there and drive in it and sleep there. Who knew? Thanks, Teddy Roosevelt. This place is great.
Thank you very, very much for watching this season of HiLow.
All the highs and
all the
lows.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It's a great experience. I had no idea that I would love this so much. Thanks to everybody who commented, both positive and negative. That's why we make these videos, and to build a community. And I just want to thank you guys so much for being part of that community and welcoming us into this new community of off-roaders, because Nolan, we are definitely off-road guys now.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much. Hit that like button.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button. Be kind.
I love you.
See you next time.
Breathe in and out. Good. Mindfulness and controlled breathing are great practices for managing stress, but you know what else is? Going off-road. Find yourself and share in the chillness with this new shirt. Find yourself. Flowers, butterfly, toadstool, frog, all around you, all around Mother Earth. And only $29.98.
So much cheaper than $30.
Available now at donutmedia.com. Go find yourself the chillest shirt we've ever made. Namaste, my dudes.
Namaste, James.
What? Who said that?